Yo, what it do, YouTube? Welcome to High Vibrational Kings. This is a channel for people that want to better themselves in life. Shout out to anybody holding on to their energy, breaking bad addictions, and trying to become a better version of themselves. Alright guys, so it's November 1st. No, not November. So around this time, guys, a lot of people, they view this as like a challenge. I've also heard of like No Shave November. You know, you don't shave your beard. But yeah, like No Nut November. Literally, guys, like a year ago is when I started practicing retention. Like I said, like in the past, I didn't even know nothing about it. I wasn't watching any informational videos on YouTube. I didn't know about benefits and things like that. I just knew that at the time, like around October, or just basically like throughout my teens, you know, all the time that I was on the hub and just, you know, being like a coomer, right? During that time, guys, like all those years just wasted. I was just getting tired of all the bullshit. And I don't know, during like last year, I felt like I was like being divinely like moved in a different direction from there. I felt like I needed, like I don't know, like all those years that I was on the hub and things like that, for some reason last year it was just kind of like a spark in my mind where it was all like you gotta stop with this bullshit. And you know, from there I just kind of like went cold turkey. Like on November, I just kind of like stopped completely. You know, I stopped drinking, I stopped smoking, I stopped going on the hub, and like I went like 20 days you know, not releasing or anything like that. And literally, guys, like within the first week I felt like super energized. Like I felt like my motivation, I felt like more motivated to do things. All of a sudden, like I started cleaning my room, I started decluttering, I started doing like all these things. Like it was like I was building momentum up. And then at the time I was talking to like this old coworker, you know, we were texting and things like that, and then like we ended up hanging out, and you know, that led up to other stuff. And yeah, so I fell off my SR journey like right away. Like as soon as I started like quitting the hub and, you know, practicing retention, an agent got sent my way, and you know, I was back to like relapsing. But at least it wasn't to the hub. But still, you know, I was just giving my energy away very, very frequently, and I was just drained that whole month. Well, I started off good in November, but then it ended up like bad. And then, you know, I stopped hanging out with that chick and things like that. But I still, after that whole thing happened, guys, I still would be practicing retention. You know, it just wasn't the same as how it used to be. Like I felt like I was like evolving, you know. I felt like I could no longer just be going back to that like low vibrational activity of just, you know, just all this lust bullshit. It's just a trap. It's just like you're part of an experiment and you're like a rat, and like it's just unlimited amount of just content and things like that. So it's just a never ending cycle. It doesn't take you anywhere. So I was just like continuing it, you know, like even after I started like in November, like throughout the months, you know, I would just try to go on, like just try different streaks, you know. Like I would go on a streak, and it's just all about trial and errors, you know. It's a slow healing process, guys. Don't expect to be like, oh, I'm gonna retain my energy and not go on the hub and then just, you know, be perfect after that. No, like you're gonna relapse. You're gonna be defeated by like urges once in a while. Like especially like if you're new to this journey of not wanting to be controlled by your lower nature, you know, by lust, and, you know, watching the hub and all those things, and releasing your energy, you're not going to be perfect all the time. So as long as you keep getting up, as long as you keep, you know, trying to work on yourself, because it's a slow process, guys. You got to stop being so used to the instant gratification, because that's what, you know, corn and that fapping bullshit is. It's just instant gratification, just to feel good like that, and then all of a sudden you crash and you feel like shit. So it's retention is a tool to help you grow and help you, like, kind of shape yourself as a person, as a man, try to get your life together. Yeah, it just builds you momentum, it gives you more energy, your vitality, you have, like, you feel clear-minded, you don't have the brain fog anymore. Like, you just start noticing all, like, these benefits. That's why I wanted to, like, start, like, uploading videos, because as I was, like, retaining my energy, guys, I started having, like, all this wisdom, and I just felt like I needed to, like, share it out there, you know, the benefits that I noticed. Like, go check out all my other content, guys, like all my other videos. It's just wisdom that I've, like, gained along the way from retaining, and I just wanted to share it with you guys, because it's a lot of benefits, you know. It's spiritual benefits, it's mental benefits, it's physical benefits. It benefits you physically, mentally, and spiritually. So I just want to break it down into different topics and, you know, turn it into content to share with you guys. Yeah, so, like, last year I was, like, on a whole nother, like, vibration than I am now, guys. Like, it's like I haven't watched any corn in months. And, like, guys, when you go a long period of time without, you know, watching that, you realize how demonic it is. You realize that it's just, there's so many things wrong with it, guys. It's not natural at all to just be, like, have an unlimited amount of lust in the palm of your hand, and you could get really, like, reckless with it, guys, and you could, like, just be a bum and just be like a slave to your lust and not go anywhere in your life. But it's important to just keep moving forward, guys, to just keep using that knowledge that you have. Be grateful that you know about retention, because a lot of the majority of the guys, they don't have the knowledge, or they're not, like, watching, like, retention videos or trying to educate themselves on the topic. You know, they're still normalized. It's become corn, guys. The hub is become so normalized in society that, like, if you tell, like, an average guy that you don't watch that, they'll think that you're weird. But it's, like, literally the opposite way. Like, what's so normal about fapping to a screen? Like, it's some weak ass shit, guys. It really is. When I was back on that, like, when I was doing that back then, like, I didn't feel manly at all. I didn't feel, like, driven to do anything, guys. I was just, like, very stagnant. You know, I was getting drunk, or just, I mean, I wasn't that bad. Like, I was still productive in other areas of my life, but it wasn't the same as how it is now. You know, back then I would still be kind of working out, or just kind of still try to improve myself, but, you know, the hub and that fapping bullshit was always, like, a blockage. It was always something that, like, was kind of, like, holding me back. And then, you know, my intuition started growing stronger into realizing that this is like a ball and chains. You know, it's just holding me back. It's just a lot of heavy energy that you need to get rid of. So when you stop, like, releasing your energy, you stop going on the hub and doing all those things, you feel like you break free from those chains, guys. You feel, like, mentally free, you feel spiritually free, you feel more stronger, you feel like more of a man. You start developing more masculine traits. Because honestly, guys, if I was still busting nuts and watching the hub, I wouldn't have the charisma, or the, how do you say, like, the just the way everything is different now. Everything's different. Like I wouldn't be able to come on here and make videos and just share like all my insight, because I would be having brain fog, or I wouldn't be able to concentrate. Because that's what it is, guys. Like the hub, it just kills your imagination. It kills your creativity, your focus, your masculinity, your energy, your vitality, everything, guys. It's a silent weapon. And you know, the reason why it's normalized is because it's comfortable, right? A lot of people are stuck in that comfort zone and they don't want to feel any discomfort, but it's something essential that you need to do in order to move forward in life. Because guys, like forever, how long you've been like watching that bullshit, what has that gained? Like what benefits has that had? Like what benefits does lust and releasing your energy all the time, how is that benefiting your life, guys? I've received more benefits practicing retention in the past year than I had benefits of just fapping away and just being a depleted coomer, guys. Like straight up, like I feel like my health mentally, physically, and spiritually is like on a whole nother level now. You know, I don't have the brain fog. I don't have like the social anxiety, guys. Like I literally be talking to people without feeling like uncomfortable, and just being very like present in the moment. You know, not being afraid to start conversations or look at people in the eyes when I'm talking to them, because there is like literally no shame. There is like nothing that you're doing behind closed doors. Because guys, when whatever you do in the dark comes to light. So if you're on some weirdo shit, and then like in the dark, and then you go out into like public, you feel like the anxiety. Everything's energy, guys. Everything's energy. So when you're doing positive things in the world, you know, you're taking care of yourself, you're working out, you're, you know, just becoming a better version of yourself. When you go out into the world, it's like your aura like speaks for itself. Like you have the respect within yourself now, so other people respect you, and you just have like this different energy about you. Your thoughts patterns are different. You're not, because guys, porn literally like destroys your mind. Like it shrinks your brain, and you know, like your brain adapts to whatever you expose it to. So if you're constantly like, for a lot of guys where they just watch the hub and those lustful websites for years, you're just basically programming your mind to, it distorts your view on reality. So when you remove that and you start living like real life, guys, your brain starts rewiring itself into a more natural state, because it's not natural to be like all this technology, guys. It's not natural for us as humans. So we need to unplug from all the BS, all the instant gratification, all the unlimited lust. All those things are traps, guys. We have to go back into our natural state, and that's when you start feeling like more happier and more like how you're supposed to feel like. So during this month, guys, you know, since it's November, a lot of people see like, oh, it's like a challenge, like don't bust for 30 days. But guys, don't just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go 30 days and then I'm gonna bust nut after nut. Like, no, guys, like you'll see that once you start retaining and you start going through the trials and tribulations, and you just become stronger, like in the long run. It's like a slow process. And so you be retaining for like however many days. I don't really focus on the days, but you'll be retaining for a while, and then you won't even want to go back to that bullshit that you were on back then. You'll just be like on a whole nother vibration. So now the thought of even going back to watching the hub and just beating your meat and all that bullshit, guys, it will be like a joke. Like you won't want to go back to that darkness. You'll feel like more of the light within you starting to shine. So you'll be like, it's kind of like shedding these old energies. Like you become a better version of yourself when you stop doing that. So you won't even want to go back to that. Like that's why it's not even a challenge, guys. It's kind of like a lifestyle. And even if you do like relapse for whatever reason, you know, it's always important to get back up and just like continue the journey, because it's a slow process. Your brain needs time to rewire itself from all the years of you know, just the dopamine and all those things. You have to heal it. Like retention and quitting the hub, it like heals your mind, body, and soul. So it just takes time, guys. And you know, it's a new month, so start it fresh. Get your mind right, get your body right, and get your spirit right. Okay? So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a good day and a good month. Let's get it. Maintain your frame. Retang gang. Woo! Alright, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.